Okay. We're just going to go around our team first, and then I'll give a brief overview of our nodes, priorities, what we've achieved so far, and some of the gear. Then I'll hand over to my colleague Connor, who I've just sent outside, and then we'll head down to our data team in Sydney. I'm the node director at the University of Sydney, based up in Narrabri in northern New South Wales. I'll hand over to the team. Christy.
Hi, I'm Christy. I'm in Narrabri with Tam. I'm helping with administration and equipment bookings. And we've got Connor outside.
Yep. G'day everyone. Connor, Senior Research Technician based in Narrabri as well. I have the fun job of flying some amazing drones at the moment. So I'll pass down to Chow and Gordon in Sydney.
I'm Gordon from the University of Sydney. From the Sydney Informatics Hub, where we do all the data science and analysis. Chow?
My name is Chow Sun. I'm a data science group leader at Sydney Informatics Hub. Like Gordon, I have a background of electronics engineering and machine learning. I worked as a data scientist with researcher from various disciplines for the last 8 years.
Hi, I'm the operations manager at Sydney Informatics Hub based in Sydney.
Okay, well, thanks, team. Look, just as a bit of background, so we're based up in Narrabri. We are not at all a controlled environment node. We are very much field focused. I drive through 2 grain receival units on my commute to work every morning. So we're very close to industry up here in Narrabri. And the University of Sydney has been operating up here for about 60 years, over 60 years actually now. And most of that time was very focused on wheat research, wheat breeding. And then when wheat breeding became privatized, we shifted to wheat pre-breeding, and then also started looking at other grain crops such as faba bean and chickpea. But this is also cotton country up here, and we are very much wanting to support cotton research as a node moving forwards as well. The sort of research we're supporting, there's a lot of work on abiotic stress tolerance here on site at the moment. So breeding for heat and drought resilience, but having said that, we do have irrigation across the site as well, and so we are always chasing yield potential as well as yield stability. The University of Sydney does have a strong profile in biotic stress tolerance as well, and we as a node have also been supporting some of the activities happening down in Camden, where we have another research facility of the university doing disease phenotyping and screening. We are in quite a nice spot at the node up here in Narrabri. We've got all this really exciting plant breeding focused work happening still, but the research is certainly diversifying up here as well. And we are hoping to support research into more niche crops. There's work on industrial hemp. There's some talk of agave research going on, which is kind of cool. And then there's some research focused on, I guess, alternative farming practices like regenerative agriculture, using cover crops, and less plant focused in terms of the outputs from systems such as pasture systems and livestock systems as well. And we've been in talks with researchers over the past few months about supporting their research moving into 2025. We also have a very strong history of soil science research at Sydney, and so we wanted to be able to connect with those researchers as well by beginning to think about the plant organs that exist under the ground. And so we just in the past week have ordered some mini risotron cameras in the hopes that we can support some root phenotyping work out in the field as well. In terms of the gear we're using, so we have one of the mobile phenotyping units up here. You can see the Gobi attached to one of the M350 drones behind me here. We have a fairly big focus on spectral reflectance tools, so hyperspectral reflectance cameras on drones and eventually on the Amiga ground-based platform that we'll receive. But we also have a number of spectral radiometers that can be used for leaf or canopy level measurements as well. And then to support all of these, I guess, remote sensing tools, we have conventional physiology tools, such as the gas exchange systems, which are just behind Christie's shoulder there as well, to, I guess, really ground this remote sensing and complex hyperspectral data in what is actually happening at the plant level. So that is kind of all from me, and you may have noticed that as other staff from the other nodes were being introduced, Connor got a bit jealous that the EQ staff were outside, so I decided I'd send Connor outside, and we're going to give you an aerial tour of our 2,500 hectare node up here in Narrabri. So Connor, over to you, and fingers crossed all goes to plan.
All right, so welcome to Connor. I will give you an aerial tour of Narrabri. As we go up, lab behind us there that Sam and Christy are in, and lucky enough to have quite a new lab for the APPN Sydney node to work in. As we pan around, we've got some glass houses over here with some controlled CO2. And we're based in the IA Watson research facility here in Narrabri. So the university's been using this facility for over 60 years. It's got 40,000 irrigable plots, mainly winter grains. And what we're looking at here is the bird cage, so as to protect high-value, low-quantity seeds that have come from international sources like Simmet and Akata. And as we continue panning around, if you see that sort of long white road there behind you, in front of the screen, that will take you over to Lara Farm, which the university bought in 2015. So it's 2,000 hectares. It's a commercial research farm, and we can do industry scale agricultural research at that farm. So it's a great asset to have on our doorstep. And then we've also got Capitar, Mount Capitar mountain range in the distance there. So that is 1,500 meters above sea level. It's home of the Capitar pink slug, which does exist. It's not just a local myth. I have seen it. And from the top there, you can see 10% of New South Wales, which gives you some context to how flat the land is around here. So as we keep panning around, you can see some more of the IA Watson research facility. And then we've got the Newell Highway here. So if you were to follow that towards the right, you would head up to Moree, up to the north. And then if we keep panning towards the left, you can see more of the IA Watson site here. And keep panning, we'll see beautiful Narrabri off in the distance. So those white buildings over there, it's Narrabri. So that's a town of 7,000 people. And it's 5 minutes from our research site here, which is very convenient. And as we come back down from our flight, we've got all the solar panels here on the building. Is an AGT building, so Australian Grain Technologies. So we do have industry literally on our doorstep, which is another great asset. And we've got some nice buildings here on the right, as well as office space and meeting rooms. We're very lucky to have some nice buildings to work out of. So as I hopefully pick the landing here, it's going to get very noisy. I will pass over to Chow in the Sydney Informatics Hub, who will bring us back to Earth with data-driven insights that'll make all this tech really fly. Thank you.
Well done, Connor. Fantastic.
So this is our team at the Sydney Informatics Hub. We are a core research facility that enables excellence in data-driven research. And we have a few specialized teams provide expertise and research support in data science, AI, software engineering, statistics, and bioinformatics. SIH also have several dedicated teams to support increased projects like APPN, Biocommons, and PERDACA, which is a digital infrastructure for language and humanities. So currently, SIH consists of around 30 staff members, and we're still growing. We will have 2 additional full-time data scientists dedicated to the APPN Sydney node. And these data scientists will focus on developing machine learning and AI-driven data analytics solutions, reusable data pipeline, and contribute to high-quality agriculture and phenotype data repository in compliance with the FAIR principles. The SIH has piloted many agriculture and ecology research projects. A few examples that utilized computer vision and multimodal AI models for various tasks, such as area segmentation to identify the paddocks, animal detection from the cam trap image, and the recent extraction of wheat leaves for disease detections. That's my very brief introduction.
Thank you, Chow. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. Yeah, we're certainly very grateful to be part of the APPN, and we're very much looking forward to seeing what 2025 brings. As Chow said, we do have 2 data scientist positions advertised at the moment. So if we can spread the word far and wide, that would be brilliant.
Okay, thanks very much, Tam. Thanks to the University of Sydney team. My goodness, you've set the bar high, literally. And that was a fantastic presentation of all of your activities and your team. So no, well done.